Okay. Welcome everybody to our convention recap today. I'm so excited you took the time out of your day to join me, either here live or those that catch the recording. Hopefully this will be worth your time. So first off, I'm going to tell you that it's really hard to truly recap convention in a webinar style because the feeling that you get at convention is tangible. There's something that happens when you have that many people that are there for a common purpose and a common love, and it just like you can feel it. And so this is great for me to pass along information, but it's hard to pass along the feelings that you get at convention. So if you were not able to be at convention this year, make it a goal to go next year. Right now, you can get tickets still at the $125 price through Friday, the 23rd. And I'm gonna type in the chat box. I'm gonna try. No, I don't remember it right. If you look, make sure you're friends with me on Facebook. I'll have my information here at the end, but I can get you added to our Facebook group, and that has the link to join. Get your ticket, guys. It's such a powerful event. It is so worth it. It's gonna be next year, the first week of September, and you can't pass along the feelings. So, and that's something that just, when you're there, your heart just, you're part of something bigger than yourself. So I'm going to hopefully try to convey a little portion of that today, and I hope you feel it, and I hope that you're able to learn something and be excited about everything that's going on with doTERRA. I'm really just giving you a tiny bitty taster's test, so to speak, of what happened at convention. Let me gotta find my mouse. Okay, when the power of many come together to form the power of one, a movement begins that can change the world. And I will probably get emotional throughout this presentation just because it is so emotionally uplifting and moving to see what doTERRA is doing. And it really does start with one drop at a time, one person at a time. And never discount the impact that you have when you share your oils with one person. Even if you don't care about doing the business, guys, you can still share oils with somebody and help them and bless their lives, because these oils are gifts from God. They are amazing, and they can do some wonderful things, not only for our bodies, but for our emotions, our spirits as well. So be bold and share it with at least one person. So we are growing. Our oils are now sourced from 43 different countries, and 26 of those are developing countries with co-impact sourcing. Through our co-impact sourcing, which is where it's a philosophy where we go in and we're not just taking, we're giving back to these villages and these communities and these people to help further their progression in their life. And we've created over 18,000 jobs through our co-impact sourcing. Isn't that exciting? When they announced that, I got chills, because when we buy that bottle of vetiver, or we buy that bottle of the new pedigree, we're creating jobs, and we're creating income for people that might not have it otherwise. And we're able to help them have a better life. 50.8 million bottles in the supply chain. Can you even fathom that? That's so many oils. And $3.5 million plus in donations to the Healing Hands communities. And they said that we raised, how much do we raise just at convention alone? It was several $100,000 were raised at convention alone for Healing Hands and all that we're doing. And Healing Hands is our nonprofit organization, and it is just, it's just a huge blessing. So, actually, I want to talk about Healing Hands just a minute before I go. No, we'll talk about Healing Hands later. We'll do that. Okay, so first off, shipping prices are going to be a little bit less. Now, honestly, I am not one that ever looks at shipping prices on doTERRA or anything. I'm like, hey, if you can bring it to my doorstep, I don't care what it costs. I didn't have to leave my house. So, but I know that's a big thing for some people. And so now we have a couple cheaper shipping options. So we have the SurePost, which is where UPS ships it to your local post office, and then your post office will deliver it to you. That is going to be the slowest way, but it's only going to be $3.99. Shipping rewards points are still in full effect, so anything you pay in shipping, as long as you're doing it online, and your loyalty rewards will be refunded via points in full. So if you do the SurePost method and you spend $3.99 on shipping, you're going to get 4 points credited to your account that combine with your other loyalty rewards points that you can use at a future date. If you are not ordering through a loyalty rewards program, you should. You need to. It's amazing. But if you're not, if you're just doing a standard order online, you will get half of that. So if you did the SurePost option, you would get 2 points refunded. So still a good thing. And that shipping rewards points, guys, that works for everything. So if you did the next day air and you pay that $24.99 for shipping, you would have 25 points credited to your account for that. So doTERRA really watches out for us and takes care of us. And the full point refund is contingent upon being placed online and a loyalty rewards order. If it's just placed online as a standard order, then you get half of the shipping refunded, which is still pretty awesome. So watch for that. That should be changing here in a few weeks. And they're back, guys. We are going to have the opportunity to purchase Roman Chamomile and Melissa. If you're not screaming right now, you should. So stop and scream and make everybody stare around you. Just kidding. So these oils have not been available for quite some time. We had a little bitty window where we got to have some Melissa, but now we're going to be able to have some Roman Chamomile and Melissa. And these are going to be available starting December 1st. The Roman Chamomile, I am anticipating is going to be about $33 wholesale. That's what it was before. I'm not sure if they're going to have to raise the price because of its lack of availability, but 33 is what it was in the past, and Melissa's 135. You probably will not be able to use loyalty or rewards points on this, so please plan to not use these if you want to order these in December. Now, December traditionally has been a 200 PV month where you order 200 PV and you get a frankincense for free. I'm not saying, I haven't heard that that's still going to happen, but it has traditionally happened every December since I've been in doTERRA, and this will be my 5th December. So plan for that, guys. Don't say, hey, I've got 200 points, I'm going to get my Melissa and my Roman Chamomile with my points. No. Use your points to get the other oils you need or the other wellness products you need, and then use your money to purchase these. Okay? That way you get your loyalty rewards order taken care of. You get your loyalty rewards points credited to your account, and you're working towards possibly, not promising anything, but possibly free frankincense in December. So keep that in mind. It is going to be a limit of 2 bottles of each per account per month until they're out. So keep that in mind. If these are oils that you love and you just cannot live without, I highly recommend taking advantage of the 2 bottles, the 2-bottle limit, and stocking up, because they might run out super fast and you might not be able to have access to those oils again. We really hope that's not the case, but these are just very fragile crops, and so they're a little bit harder to get. So keep that in mind. So here is, and I was like, I think there's a slide. So Healing Hands projects, guys. I am just going to kind of scratch the surface on what is going on with Healing Hands. So in Nepal, where they had that giant earthquake over a year ago, we are still over there helping. We have not forgotten Nepal. We are over there. We are serving. We are building earthquake-proof schools and community centers where these children can go in, they can get educated, and they can be smart. Now, Nepal, and this really ties in with one of our other new projects that we're supporting, the Operation Underground Railroad project. And I'm probably going to get emotional here because it's a very sensitive subject, and it's one that I'm very drawn to and really want to help. So I'm so grateful that doTERRA is partnering with this. But Nepal is one of the biggest providers of children for the sex industry, and the human trafficking. And what happens is that business people, the appearing, very, very nice people, come into these poor villages that are not educated. And they promise that, hey, let me take your daughter, let me take your son. We're going to get them educated. We're going to put them in school, and we're going to take care of them. And then they never hear from them again because they get put into this underground society of human trafficking and horrific acts that happen. And so by educating, by having schools in these areas, we're able to stop that cycle. We're able to educate these parents that don't listen to these people. They're not watching out for you. You have education here. You don't need to send them off in the hopes that they'll be educated, because they're not going to be educated. And so that's huge, guys. That's huge. And we are partnering with Operation Underground Railroad. And I urge you guys to go look them up online. I'm trying to find my little bracelet where I have the website. It's OURrescue.org, I believe, is the website. And this is a man from Utah that has gone in and has been able to liberate over 500 victims from sex trafficking and has put over 200 offenders in jail. This is a huge issue, guys. In the U.S. alone, over 2 million children are victims of sex trafficking. In the U.S. alone, that's not even counting outside the U.S. And it's just increasing. These numbers just continue to increase because of the prevalence of pornography and the prevalence of evil out there. So we need people like Operation Underground Railroad and people like us, doTERRA, that can partner together and that can help stop this. And so this is a huge part of the Healing Hands Project. Another project that they're working on is an orphanage in China that helps Down syndrome orphans have a loving environment with foster care and hopes of being adopted out. There's also Healing Hands projects in Guatemala where we're helping create community centers and education centers where people can learn trades. They can have certificates that are recognized globally. And it's just, we're doing so much good in the world, guys. Over $1 million have been donated by the Healing Hands Foundation this year to help fund these projects. So guys, if you're not checking that little bitty box that donates $1 every time you place an order, please promise me you will start today. It's on every order, every loyalty rewards, every standard order. There's a little bitty box at the bottom. It says, check here to donate $1 to Healing Hands. Can you imagine what would happen if all of us donated $1? We can all give up $1 to help. And our rose lotion, which we'll talk about in a little bit, all of the proceeds is $20. All of that goes to Healing Hands. There's no profit taken by doTERRA for that. And you can make out a flat out donation too. And please consider donating at least that $1. Commit to that $1 every time you place an order. Okay, so enough with the Waterworks, Nicole. Let's move on. But hey, it's me. I'm emotional. You guys know this. Okay, so we have 23 new products, which I am super duper excited about. They are going to be available in your back office starting Monday, October 3rd. Now, I would be careful because October, like whenever stuff is released, we know in doTERRA, we usually break the internet. So you might wait until the next day to get your order in, but I would definitely wait and make sure your loyalty rewards order is not processing until after this date. So that way you can add these to your cart and be able to get them in your cart at a discount. Right now, word on the street, on the doTERRA street, is that at the post-convention tours, they will not be offering product kits like they have in the past. So keep that in mind. So we want you to get your new products through the back office where you can get loyalty rewards points. So prepare for that if you are going to a post-convention tour, which I highly recommend because you're going to learn so much and you're going to have so much education. So let's talk about these new products. So the first, we got 2 new oils, and the first one is spikenard. And I'm going to tell you right now, I think it stinks, but it's just a very kind of earthy, dirty gross scent, but several people like it. So I'm not going to judge you if you like the scent, but it comes in a 5 milliliter bottle. It's still steam distilled. I can't talk. From the roots of the plant, and these are wild harvested, so they're not cultivated. We are working on cultivating and actually farming spikenard, but right now this is a co-impact healing hands type oil where we are in the poorest region of Nepal, and so they are these. Amy says the smell is growing on her, so maybe it'll grow on me. Maybe I just need to mix it with something to kind of soften it, but it's a little pungent. But this is sourced that they go and they pick the spikenard plants from the mountainside, and they have to, so we're sourcing it from the roots. And so they pull up these spikenard plants, and they need to leave at least 10% of the roots intact to replant so that plant can grow again. And so they showed a great video, which I'm hoping that they will release on doTERRA's YouTube channel. But these beautiful Nepalese women and men, actually I think it was all women, but harvesting this spikenard and pulling it up and planting it back in the ground and putting in these giant baskets on their back and giving them a livelihood, guys. It gives them money. It gives them an income, an honest income, where they're not having to sell themselves, sell their children, or do anything that is just not desirable. This does promote feelings of calmness and relaxation. It is very purifying to the skin. It has a very broad chemistry. So this is one that has, I can't wait to see the chemical breakout, because you guys know I love the chemistry. But this has nearly 90%, 7% of its compounds are less than 1% of the constituents. So if that tells you anything, that's close to 100 individual constituents in spikenard. Isn't that exciting? So that means that it can be used for a lot of things. It's a very good amplifier as well to use along with other oils to really help amplify their properties. So Dr. Hill was really funny. He said, I used to always say, when in doubt, use frankincense, but now I'm going to change that to when in doubt, use spikenard, because it really has super, super diverse chemistry, which means it's going to affect and benefit many different things in our body. So it is a very cleansing, clarifying, immune support, cognitive invigoration, respiratory support, discomfort reducing, cell renewing, endocrine balancing oil. So ways you can use spikenard: apply it topically with either another wood oil or root oil or floral oil to help irritated skin. You can combine this to help soften and smooth your skin. I would only do that if you like the scent. If you don't like the scent, you don't want to have spikenard all over your face, but you look beautiful. Maybe, I don't know. You don't want to be stinky and beautiful. You just want to be beautiful, right? Combining with lime or eucalyptus for respiratory support topically, or stick it in the diffuser. With peppermint or citrus oils for relaxation or mood elevation. The emotional properties of spikenard are really awesome. This is the oil of gratitude. So negative emotions that it helps get rid of. So if you're feeling any of these negative emotions, you might need a little spikenard in your life. Ingratitude, resistance, feeling like a victim, anger, irritable, greed, selfish, fear, or expecting bad luck. Now, my gut is telling me that probably if somebody's feeling these negative emotions, they're not going to want any of your stinky spikenard. So this might be a case where you slip them in oil roofie and stick it in the diffuser and like help them feel a little bit more selfless and a little more grateful, a little bit more accepting, a little bit more content. So play around with your oils and have fun. It's a little bottle, so this is not a cheap oil, okay? It's a 5 milliliter bottle, which is about 85 drops approximately. So it's $66 retail, $49.50 wholesale with 49.5 PV. It is a pretty green tone, and I don't think you're going to be able to see. But that's very unique to our spikenard because it is, yeah, you're not going to be able to see. Oh, yeah, you can kind of see. See, it's kind of like it's green. I'm going to stink like spikenard. That's okay. We love it. I'll be grateful and accepting of the smell of spikenard. So great oil. This is one that I'm super excited to use more. Okay, pedigree. Now, this is a really cool oil. This is, now, first off, I love the color. I love that lime green color. But this is derived from the leaves and twigs of a bitter orange tree. And I was like, oh, I didn't know you could use the rest of the tree. So the peel is going to give you the orange oil, and the blossom is actually going to give you neroli oil, which is in some of our blends. I believe it's in maybe Elevation. I can't remember. But the orange tree can give you a lot of different oils. So this is, again, sourced from Paraguay. And this is a really neat story, and hopefully I'll get it right. But these farmers there in Paraguay used to source this all the time because it was used in a lot of perfumes. It's used in the perfume industry. And but what happened is in Paraguay, soy farmers came in and completely took over the land and were spraying nasty chemicals, and it just totally ruined the pedigree. Well, guess what? We've gone in and we've been able to partner with pedigree farmers and get them farming this beautiful plant and this tree again, so that we can have this oil, and we're paying and getting the soy stuff to go away. So I know I totally butchered that story, but Emily Wright told it a lot better in the video. So when you see that pedigree video, watch it. But we are having such a positive impact on these people. Getting rid of the chemicals on the soy farms is huge, because these people are having so many respiratory issues from all the chemicals sprayed on these crops. So we're so excited. And these were not the pedigree crops that were getting sprayed. It was fields over, but that the wind would blow in. So this is just a great oil for calmness and relaxation. It smells very herby with like a hint, like a back tone of citrus. And so it's not like a straight out citrus, but it's not straight out herby either. So it's a nice little combination. This can help with antioxidant support and help healthy immune function. Chemically, it's two main components of esters and alcohols are very similar to lavender's chemical profile. But pedigree has some different smaller components that make it a little bit different. But when you're using recipes, maybe you're not a huge fan of lavender, or maybe you don't like the floral scent, you can swap out and put pedigree in there, and you should have very, very similar results, if not better results. So it's just a great alternative for those who are not a fan of lavender, and it has its own benefits as well. So this is 34, and this is a 15 milliliter bottle. So it's a big bottle, 250 drops. This is a retail value of $34.66 or a $26 wholesale value with a 26 PV. So right here, this is a cool thing that shows you. So the pedigree oil is going to come from the leaves and the stem. The neroli oil is going to come from the blossoms, the orange blossoms, and bitter orange oil would come from the peel. Now we don't have bitter orange oil right now in our lineup, but I have an inkling that as we partner with these farmers, we might be able to expand that thing. But that's just a guess on mine. There were no promises made. That's just Nicole's guess. So don't quote me. Okay, ways to use this pedigree oil. Cardiovascular function. This is very good at supporting blood pressure, healthy blood pressure issues. You can take it internally to help you feel relaxed. It calms the nervous system. It really can help with a restful night's sleep. You can combine it with lavender or bergamot on your pillow or in a diffuser to help restful sleep as well. You can add it to water or juice to help with your cardiovascular, immune, nervous, and digestive system. So this is just a really great all-around oil. Emotionally, it's the oil of ancestry. So if you're really doing maybe you're trying to break some family patterns, you're trying to heal some emotional, generational wounds, combine this with some white fur or some Douglas fir. And I think it would be very, very powerful to help you heal on that generational level. So negative emotions that are addressed are repeating negative family patterns, duty-bound, inherited limitations, excessive loyalty to unhealthy traditions. And positive properties that this is going to emotionally give us are feeling balanced, pioneering, and chain breaking. And when I first read the emotional properties and I read that chain breaking, it was very powerful for me, because I think we're all here to break those chains, right? We're there to stop those negative family patterns because, number one, we know about them. Number two, we have the tools to do this. So let's all be chain breakers. So get some pedigree. Okay, this is one I'm super, super excited about. And this is the PB Assist Junior. And if you watched my video on my Nicole R. Vincent page, then you already saw how awesome these are. If you haven't watched that video, go back and watch it. It's a hoot. You'll get some good laughs. But they come in these nice little sachets that are just nice and skinny, about the size of your, thickness of your finger. And it's just a powder. And it actually tastes really good. Like, it's a very candy-like. And so I think the problem is going to be telling your kids to stop eating so many of these. So they really are great. So it provides 5 billion live cells of 6 different strains of friendly flora. It does include a prebiotic to help feed the bacteria, and which also adds a little bit of fiber to it. So that's good, because our kids usually can benefit from a little bit of extra fiber. The technology, the reason that they have taken so long to come out with the children's probiotic is they wanted to find something that would actually survive the stomach, right? Because our stomach acid is there to help kill off microbes. And yeah, kids are gonna think it's sugar, like it's really that good. Just don't put it all in your mouth at once, because you might aspirate on it. But so doTERRA was searching for somebody that would have a technology to help the microbes survive the stomach, because we need the microbes in our small and large intestine, okay? And so they found this company in Europe that does what's called microcoating of all the little microbes. So all these little microbes are microcoated so that they'll survive your stomach acid or your kid's stomach acid and actually make it to the small intestine and actually give you a benefit. So that is huge, guys. That means, that's why our probiotic, our PB Assist for grown-ups, is in that double capsule. So it actually gets to where it needs to be. That's why they're so effective and they're so good. So this is great for our kids. So this, guys, your gut flora is huge. I could go on and on, but trust me, gut flora is so important for your immune health and your neurological health. If your kids do not have gut flora, if they've been on antibiotics at any time in their life, then they need this in their life. My kids take probiotics daily, and I'm so excited that we get to switch to doTERRA probiotic. It is a watermelon strawberry flavor. You don't need to mix it. So you can just put it right in the mouth and it can dissolve. If you prefer to drink it, you could probably mix it in some purified water. I would probably do room temperature or a little bit, not warm, okay? You don't want it to be hot, but you can mix it in with some liquid. I haven't tried that yet, so I can't give you any testimonials, but really it tastes really good. Like, it tastes like a pixie stick. Your kids are gonna think it's candy. And it doesn't have sugar, okay? So we have xylitol, erythritol to help sweeten it, natural strawberry melon flavor, citric acid, and silica. So great, great option. It's going to come in a box of 30, which is $32.67 retail and $24.50 resale. And that's only 20 PV for your loyalty rewards points. And guys, it's just such a great way. And let me make sure, where's my box? Hold on, where'd it go? Guys, my desk it's a death trap here. It's terrible. I can't find it, but I'm pretty sure it's 30 in the box, which is great. That's less than $1 a day. And trust me, your kids' health is so worth it. I've done kids without probiotics, and I've done kids with probiotics, and it's a huge difference. Hold on, I think we have some questions. Guys, if you have questions, if you can type them in the chat box, that actually makes it a lot easier for me to read them. Let's see. Leslie says, can we couple this with our LLB on the LRP? I don't know, Leslie. That's a great question, because for those of you that have been ordering on LRP, when you get your vitamins, you have some options that you can add on to make it cheaper. I don't know. We'll see come October if we'll be able to add those in. They didn't talk about that, but I have a inkling that we might be able to. And honestly, the price on this is super great. And so I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see come October 1st once that happens. Let's see. Hold on. We got someone raising their hand. Let me see if I can find them. Sorry, this is my newer webinar thing, and I don't know. So whoever raised your hand, if you can just like type your question in the chat box, that way I can answer your question. It was, let's see, it was Summer. Yeah, I can't unmute you guys, so just I can't unmute you. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. I need to actually like read the instruction manual. But yeah, if you have a question, just type it in the chat box. Not where it says Q&A, type it in the thing. Same with you, Chelsea, guys. Don't raise your hand because I can't do anything about it. So sorry. Okay, let's go on real quick. The A to Z Chewables. This is something that we've had for a while, but it has been, the formula has been updated. So it now has an additional cognitive blend, which let me pull the information up on that real quick. So the new cognitive blend, where is it? Come on. They have these really cool notebooks at convention that has all the product information pages printed out really nicely. And it has all the nutritional facts. So if you guys, if they make that available in the back office, I would totally recommend buying that because it makes it super easy. So the new cognitive blend in the chewable tablets, let's see what it says. It has, okay, so it's got extra bioavailable minerals and some other goodies in there. And I will tell you guys that these are a little chalky. So if your children are used to gummy vitamins, this might not be the best option. You're probably going to have some kind of transition period and probably a lot of tears and screaming. I think they taste pretty good, but they are very chalky. So I would recommend kind of sucking on them for a little bit to really moisten it up. And then once it's, you know, then it's not as chalky. That's my biggest beef with these is they are chalky, but they do taste really good. So these have now the watermelon flavor. They have the antioxidants from the Alpha CRS blend that we take. So this is kind of like a combination of Microplex and Alpha CRS, but for your kids. It doesn't have any high fructose corn syrup, artificial colors or sweeteners or flavors. It is just great. Amy says she makes her kids take the vitamin first and then they get the probiotic as a reward. I think that's a great way, really, seriously. There's no yuckies in here. It really is amazing. These are great for toddlers. I would just watch them. So if you have children that are a little bit younger, like under 3, if they're able to chew pretty well, then they can totally do this. But I would definitely watch them because it is, let me show you how big the tablet is. It is a big tablet and you just wouldn't want it to choke on them. So it's about the size of a dime and it's pretty thick. So, but just pop it in the mouth and have them suck on it a little bit and that helps a lot. But yeah, for toddlers, totally great. The directions are for 4 years and age and older, chew 2. So if you've got like a 2 or 3-year-old, I would have them just chew 1. And then that would be fine. If you're an adult and you can't swallow pills, this is a really great option. You can chew these instead for adults. Instead of 2, I would take 4. So for adults, 4. Children about 4 to 12, I would say 2. And then for kids under 4, probably just 1. Okay? These are ones that you can get at a discounted price when you order your Lifelong Vitality Pack in your back office and through your Loyalty Rewards program. You can get this at a discount along with the IQ Mega, which is the children's omega-3 supplement. But these are $19.50 wholesale and have a PV value of 15. Okay, guys, Serenity Restful Complex. Guys, this is probably my favorite. It really is awesome. So the soft gels are really funky looking. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but they're just like, they're kind of weird because they have extracts. They're not oils, so they're extracts from the plants. And so it's a base of lavender essential oil and then an amino acid called L-theanine. And the L-theanine is known to cross the blood-brain barrier and help really have a calming effect on the brain and our neurological system. And then it's got extracts of lemon balm, which is Melissa. It's just a different way that they're different So Melissa oil, they're actually taking the oil from the plant. This is an extract from the plant. So this is kind of like more of an herb based. And then passion flower and German chamomile. So these have been working great. You take 1 or 2. I've been taking 2 right before I lay down and go to sleep. And I've been sleeping so good. I don't wake up groggy. And they actually had some really great studies on here, double blind, like all these fancy science word studies. And it showed significant benefits to helping people not only fall asleep faster, but stay asleep and wake up feeling rested and not groggy. So I love this. It is awesome. This is a 1950 wholesale, 17 PV, and it's got 60 soft gels in there. And this would also be really great if you're one that maybe you're just really stressed out, or maybe you're feeling a little bit anxious. This could be very, very calming as well. So, and this is not, it's not like a narcotic or a drug or something that's going to make you pass out. Like if I took this, let's say I was feeling very, very anxious right now. I could take this to help me calm down, but it's not going to put me to sleep. Okay. So it's going to work how it needs to work in my body to calm me down, but it's not going to like force me to fall asleep. That's the beauty of nature. So I love this. So if you're one that is anxious, this might be a great one to keep in your purse and just, pop in a couple to help you feel less anxious, less stressed. And then you can also use it in the evening to help you fall asleep and calm down those racing thoughts and just that to-do list. So this is a great one. And then Serenity oil blend. It said, Susan says it says to keep away from children. They all say that. They all say to keep away from children. They're all going to say that. Every soft gel is going to have that. So it really no, I would totally give this to my kid if they were having a problem sleeping. All of the things are going to say caution, keep out of reach of children, and if you're pregnant and nursing or under a doctor's care, consult a physician. They're all going to have the same. They're going to have the same thing. So that's just a standard warning, Susan. So don't worry about that. For a child, I would probably only if they're under 12, I would probably only give them 1. Because it's just some herbs and lavender oil and an amino acid. So I don't have any, I don't see any issues. And if I see otherwise, I will blast it all over Facebook or whatever. But no, this is a safe thing. And Amy says she was able to wake up in the middle of the night when her 4-year-old was crying and then fell right back to sleep. That's awesome, especially for your mom. You know, those mamas that we've got little kids that still wake up in the middle of the night. Sometimes it is hard to go back to sleep and really get rested. So this is a great thing, and you can totally couple it with the new updated Serenity blend. So this is, Serenity has not changed, it just has 3 added oils. So it still is the same, it has 3 added oils: cedarwood, hoewood, and vetiver. And these are tree oils and root oils that are very, very calming. Lots of sesquiterpenes that are going to help calm down that brain and cross that blood-brain barrier and really help you have a restful sleep and really calm down. So this isn't just for sleep, guys. Again, if you're feeling anxious, nervous, stressed, this can be very, very beneficial. I have a friend that uses this for monthly cramping. It works better on her body than the Clary Calm. So this is just a great blend. I really like it. I think it really helps it feel a little bit more well-rounded in the scent profile by adding those deeper, more grounding oils. And it really just, you've got the floral, but you also have these nice woodsy oils in there. I love it. I really like the new scent. And so you can combine this with the Serenity soft gels. They actually come, you can get them in a set, and I think it's around $45. So you get like a little bit of savings if you get them together as a set. And you can use this topically or aromatically, and just play around with it. So Leah asks, does the vetiver scent come through? No, it is very, very mild. It just, because, where's my, there it is. Because of, it has so many florals in there, the woods oils are very, I would say kind of muted, but they're there. Like it smells just a little bit deeper instead of high from the florals. So like I'm pretty good about picking scents out. and I can barely smell the vetiver. So if you're like not a huge fan of vetiver, I wouldn't even worry, because you can't really even smell it. Like, of course, everybody's going to smell a little bit different, so don't get your bottle and then you smell vetiver and you curse me. But it really is not an overpowering scent. Vetiver is going to be, let me look at the list. I'm just seeing what number it is. So it's like it's like the 7th ingredient. So, so it's not like a super, you know, crazy amount. It really, like, it still smells very much like Serenity, just a little bit earthier. And I'm talking like a little bit earthier. It's not like, it's not bad. So, but I would tell you, if you are like a Serenity junkie and that is your drug of choice, then I would recommend putting in an order before October 3rd to get your normal Serenity. But it's not a huge change, at least for me. But if you're, you know, if you're like a total Serenity junkie, then go ahead and just stock up on your Serenity before they start changing them out. Okay, the Emotions Touch Kit, guys. This is a really fun thing. And because we love our touch set, right? Our pre-diluted rollers. And this just makes it so much easier because they're in the rollers and we don't have to worry about it. And they have the best new roller tops. So all the Emotions kits are going to have these. Look at these guys. Stainless steel ball, non-leaking lid. Okay? It goes on so smooth. It's very controlled, and it's not like, you know, like sometimes if you do past tense and you go like this and it's like dripping in your eyes, it doesn't do that. Like, it really has such a controlled amount. It's not excessive. It's great. I love it. So these are, of course, since they're touch, they are pre-diluted, so they're ready to use for all your topical applications. So I'm so excited to have my kids be able to grab, because my kids already use the touch oils. They already grab them as needed. But to be able to have these emotion ones too, that they're like, you know, if they're feeling, maybe they got in a fight with one of their siblings, they can go and grab some Forgive or something. Or maybe they got their feelings hurt, so they can grab some Console. So these are just, they're so great. They're ready to go. It's $100 for the kit wholesale and 100 PV. It comes in a cute little box. And they will be rolling out gradually that new roller top on all of the roller bottles. So it's not like on the touch kit, it's already going to have that. Okay, then not the Emotion touch kit, but slowly they'll be rolling out as they get rid of the inventory that has the old roller tops. They will be rolling out the new roller tops. So be watching for that. And I really like the new tops a lot, a lot. So great kit to have. I love the touch oils. And if you're not a touch oil fan yet, I recommend you try some. They're so good. These are not going to be available individually, I don't think, right away. It'll probably take some time. But just like last year with the Emotions kit, it took time. The touch kit, it took time to get stuff individually. So just be watching for that. But great kit. Okay, let's talk about the spa line, guys. I will tell you right now that if you really want the fun version of the spa line, you should go to my Nicole R. Vincent Facebook page and watch the video that me and my friends did. We were goofy and it was hilarious. But it gave you a nice, thorough understanding of the spa line. So, let's see. Amy says the Living Magazine shows them priced as a kit and as individuals. So did the old. They did that after convention last time too, but they weren't actually available to order for like, I think 2 or 3 months after the fact. So that's why I'm just putting that disclaimer in there. So maybe they'll be available right away. Let's cross our fingers, but better safe than sorry. So yeah, we were a little out of control that night, but it was hilarious. I hope you guys all had some good laughs because it was super fun. And it was so fun. Like, yeah, it's awesome. Okay, so the first one is the mask. Guys and ladies, put this on your skin. It will feel amazing. And I'm not one that ever really pampers myself. I don't really I'm so bad about taking care of myself. And so this is a great, easy way. I can stick this in my shower. I put it on as soon as I get in there. And so it's doing its thing while I'm washing everything. And I'm able to wash it off, and your skin feels so smooth, so tight, and just awesome. It's all natural. So you've got all this green salad stuff basically to put on your face and help reduce the appearance of pores, make your skin look revitalized and younger, and just helps it look so awesome. And it really, like, I love how it smells. It's got the myrrh, juniper berry, and grapefruit. And you'll see in the spotlight, guys, there's gonna be citrus oils, but the amount of citrus oils is so minute, you don't need to worry about photosensitivity, okay? So don't stress about that. doTERRA is not gonna put us in like a place where we're gonna be having like burned off faces from whatever, okay? So you're good. So you just put this on, rinse it off. $14.50 wholesale, 12 PV. The rose hand lotion. So the only thing that's changed is the packaging, and the ingredients have been cleaned up. So it's now totally clean ingredients. So the full purchase price of $20 goes to Healing Hands. So you don't get any PV for this, but it's a $20 donation, and you get the lotion that has the rosy essential oil in there. It's also got sunflower, macadamia seed oils, and super non-greasy. This, guys, will make your skin so smooth, especially if you have some trouble skin areas. I've heard so many great stories of how the rose lotion alone has helped heal, because that rose oil is such a healing essential oil. It works so great. There's like weird noises coming from the kitchen. I hope Papa's not being in trouble right now. Okay, so the lip balm. Guys, I'm a lip balm junkie. I love the lip balm that we had before, the wild orange and peppermint. I have it everywhere. I use it all the time. It's delicious. I love it. But I love this even more. It is super smooth. I'm going to put some on right now. This is the herb one. The herb has lemon, verbena, marjoram, and spearmint. It's mostly spearmint tasting. So good. It's a super smooth formula, because the other one, I would have some tubes that would be nice and smooth, and then some tubes that would be a little bit grainy. This is like totally smooth. It's got moringa oil in it, which is just like therapy for your skin. It really is. The moringa has lots of benefits as well. So lots of good things. So the original is the peppermint and wild orange. Tropical is ylang ylang, clementine, and lime, which I really enjoy as well. And then herbal is the one I just tried. Very spearminty. So you can get a 3-pack variety pack for $15 or 10 PV, or you can buy them individually. So the price has gone up a little bit because it's got a little bit better ingredients. So now there's $6.50 wholesale and 5 PV. So use it, guys. These are so good, and so much better ingredients than buying a tube of lip balm at the checkout line at your drugstore or your grocery store. So have these on hand. These are great gifts as well, and they taste awesome. They smell awesome, and they are like therapy for your lips. So my lips are going to be looking pretty good here. So you better be checking them out. Okay, hand and body lotion. I've loved the hand and body lotion since I started, but they've just cleaned up the ingredients. So there's it's SLS and paraben free. Great ingredients, natural lotion. So you're not having to worry about ingredients, which is awesome. Of course, if you have any kind of allergies, please read the label. That was my disclaimer. This is a 6.7 fluid ounces tube. So it's a good size tube. Let me pull this up real quick. Kara, yes, I did talk about the tuna oils. You'll have to watch the recording. That was the first thing I talked about. Okay, so the lotion is like a big tube. It's going to last you forever. It is unscented. It's unscented, guys. So you get to scent this how you want, and you get to add it in. It's very lightweight, very smoothing, but it's not greasy. So you rub it in, and you're not going to feel like, oh, I just put lotion on my hands. I can't, open that or do that. Like it really absorbs quickly, but it's very hydrating. I absolutely love it. You can get a single one for $15 or a 3-pack for $38. So Don't be a dummy. Buy the 3-pack for $38. It's way smarter. It's like almost getting one for free. So yeah, love the hand and body lotion. Use it. And then we have our Citrus Bliss lotion, which is, this comes in a smaller bottle, smaller tube. So let me show you the difference. So this is the Citrus Bliss, and the green one is the regular. So it's a 2.5 fluid ounces. So it's a purse size. Same base as the hand and body lotion and the rose lotion, but this one is scented with Citrus Bliss oil. This, I love to have this in my purse, in the car. Like this is a great size. I give these away like so often because it smells fabulous, and it's kind of a nice way, like teachers and friends, everybody loves to have a nice, pretty smelling lotion. And this one's going to be non-toxic, natural ingredients. It's a win-win. So this is $6.95 wholesale and a $5 PV. Okay, the body wash. I don't have it because it's in my shower, because I love it and it's amazing. So it is an 8.45 fluid ounces. So that's gonna last you a while. Like, it's not a huge bottle. I'm trying to think about it. So it's probably, this is 8 ounces, this water bottle. So it's a little bit more, but you don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way, and it smells phenomenal. It's got bergamot, grapefruit, and cedarwood, which are all so good for your skin. It's very uplifting as you wash. And come on, guys, have you not all been begging for a body wash year round? I always, whenever they have the holiday guide, I buy so many body washes to last me throughout the year, because that's the only time you can get it. So I'm so excited that we can get this body wash year round. And it smells phenomenal. It is sulfate free, paraben free. Like, this is an awesome natural biodegradable foamer that's going to help you get clean, help you feel like you're getting clean, and you're just going to love it. Amazing. It's a good unisex scent as well. Like, it doesn't smell over manly or over womanly. Very, very great scent. I think both men and women would love it, and kids. So this is $12.75 wholesale for 10 PV. And I'm sure they'll have some kind of kit where you can get, you know, all the spa line together. They usually are nice like that. Okay, the scrub. Hey, I haven't had dessert yet. I might eat this. Seriously, guys, it tastes so good. But it smells amazing. It's got wild orange, grapefruit, and ginger. It's got natural sugar cane in there, sunflower oil, and sweet almond oil, and kooky nut oil. And so it's very, very, very hydrating, but the sugar in there just exfoliates so nicely. And the ingredients are so clean, you seriously can eat it. But that's not compliant, so don't eat it. Although if you want to watch me eat it on the video, you can watch that. But it's a great one. Do on the rough spots, on your, you know, your elbows, your knees. If you get some ingrown hairs, you just, you know, scrub it. It's going to make your skin look phenomenal. Heather asked, are they serious about putting the shampoo and conditioner in the 32-ounce size? Unfortunately, I think that they were just kidding, Heather, although I was super excited when they were joking about that on the video. And I think all of us were, but no, I don't think that they're doing the 32-ounce shampoo and conditioner, although I hope they will one day. They finally did it with the deep blue, so we can hope for the shampoo and conditioner, especially for those of us that have bigger families and we go through it like so fast. So the scrub is awesome. It's $19.50 wholesale, $15 or 15 PV. And the body butter is amazing. So it smells really kind of earthy with a high tone with that wild orange. But with the Douglas fir in there and the frankincense, it just has a really nice scent. And it really is like butter. So this is so good to put on your body after you've taken your shower, your bath. It's got cocoa seed butter, shea butter, jojoba seed oil, avocado oil, all these beautiful, nourishing, natural ingredients that are going to naturally nourish your skin and help it just glow. So this is great. This is not like, I probably wouldn't put this on my face unless I had like a super dry spot, because it's a body butter, like it's heavy. But you put it on and it really doesn't feel so heavy once you put it on. It's very hydrating without feeling greasy, and I just love it. So this is $17.50 wholesale and $15 PV. The next one is our bath bar. Just regular normal size bar, nice and thick. It really is not too hard or too soft. It's scented with bergamot and grapefruit. It's an organic bath bar, so there's not going to be anything yucky in there. It really has nice sudsing from natural sudsers, and it's got aloe leaf juice that's going to help you purifying and moisturizing and soothing to your skin. Now, I like to take my bars and I will take my shower puff and I'll rub it on there to get a nice lather. My husband loves the bar, so I'm excited to get him transitioned over this. I think because the other ones, our old bars tended to melt a little bit faster. So I don't think these will melt as fast because they're a little bit harder. You can get a single bar for $6.75 wholesale or $5 PV, or you can get them in a 3-pack for $14.50. So it just makes sense. Buy the 3-pack, right? Because not everybody is a liquid soap person. Not everybody likes to do shower gel or foaming hand soap. So this would be a great option if you are a bar soap junkie, to have a natural option that is going to clean and moisturize your skin. So those are all the products from convention, except for one. I do want to talk about this, and I'm not, this is gonna, where is mine? There it is. And this is gonna hopefully be coming out where we can actually purchase it, but it is the Hope Oil. And what's special about this oil, this blend, it's a blend of, it's a fractionated coconut oil, and it's got bergamot, ylang ylang, frankincense, and vanilla. So it's got a really nice, sweet scent. But what's beautiful about these is that they're going to be put in the hands of flight attendants and hotel staff that are on the forefront of sex trafficking and are able to hopefully spot it and are being trained to spot these illegal activities. And what they can do is they'll have this bottle of oil so that they don't alert the captor. They can give this oil that just looks like a bottle of oil to the suspected person that is there against his or her will. And when they start, the captor can look at it, it's like, oh, it's just a bottle of oil. Well, there's a little thing on here that says pull for directions and caution. And so when they pull it up, the label up on the thing, it does have the, possible skin sensitivity, but it says if you're a victim of trafficking or to report a tip, and it provides a phone number and or a text number. And so this gives those that are in captivity a way to reach out, because a lot of them are not going to know how to reach out or who to reach out to. But through these, because they look very benign, they look very just, oh, you're going to smell good. Okay, here you go. Here's some perfume. They can have something that's their own. And the oils in here emotionally, bergamot is the oil of self-acceptance. Ylang ylang is the oil of inner child. And frankincense is the oil of truth and light and connection to your Heavenly Father. And so I think there's reasons that they pick those oils. But I'm very excited for these. I don't know when these are going to be available, if they're going to be available for purchase, or if we can make donations for them to be supplied to other people. But that is something that's super duper exciting. So be watching for that Hope Oil blend. So recap real quick on the doctor's panel. Guys, I actually was sick in bed with a migraine on the day that this happened, but from word on the street is that all these doctors that you can see here on the screen, they're on the doctor's panel, and Dr. Hill's like, well, what do you guys feel about internal use? And so they all take out a bottle of oil and put a drop under their tongue right there on stage. So it was great. These are just a couple quotes from the doctors. I can depend upon them every time. doTERRA exemplifies the word hope. Dr. Sawyer right here actually had some tumors that are now gone thanks to essential oils. So it was a lot of great things. I'm really hoping that they release the video so that the masses can watch it. It was just really inspiring to hear doctors, medical professionals talking about this again. There were, it was just, so much was shared, guys. The source to you. This is going to be a new website/app that you can go to sourcetoyou.com now, I believe, and it's going to help you kind of understand our quality, our certified pure therapeutic grade. And now it's just getting started. In the future, you're going to be able to take the little, scan the little QR code on your bottle, and it's going to pull up the chemical breakdown of that specific batch of oil and its diversity, and lots of individual information on that specific batch of oil, which I think is going to be super duper cool. So check out Source to You. This is going to have lots of great information that you can read about, you can share with people that you're sharing with, and just great information. So sourcetoyou.com. And then we talked about the Operation Underground Railroad. So guys, be aware of that. It's amazing. It's going to be available for digital download. They did a documentary on this, and please consider downloading, paying and downloading for the version of this, the digital download of this movie, so that you can help donate to this cause. This is a huge problem. So I'm very, very excited that we're partnering with them. Okay, so a few other announcements. doTERRA is partnering with an app called Amplify that's done by Hootsuite, which is a social media manager. And it's going to be $14.95 in the back office, and then you're going to be email directions. So make sure that the email address in your doTERRA account you can actually access, because you'll need to follow those email directions. But what Amplify is, it's a really awesome resource that you can, and the $14.95 or the $14.99 is an annual fee. So it's only for one time a year. And the Amplify app will help you have beautiful social media posts, images, things that you can edit, things that you don't even need to edit if you don't want to, that you can post to social media, that you can share about these oils. The Daily Drop app, it now has social media share. So if you haven't downloaded that app now, I really recommend you doing it. Lots of great content. Just go to your app store and just type in doTERRA Daily Drop, and it'll come up. And you just get little videos. And now, like, if you're like, oh my gosh, my friend Jane has a child that has focus issues, and that was what the video was about, then you can share that directly to social media so Jane can see it. Isn't that great? There's also going to be a motions track for Daily Drop app, where you can actually go in on your phone. If you're not sure which oil to use, which emotion oil to use, you fill out, it's got little sliders that you can say, okay, I'm feeling, this, sad, I'm feeling anxious, so you fill in what you're feeling, and you're going to get an oil recommendation of what oil would best benefit you emotionally, which is really, really cool. And then effective yesterday is our wholesale customer account. So now when you go to sign somebody up, they get to choose if they want to be a wholesale customer or a wholesale advocate. And they get the same benefits. The wholesale customer cannot have a downline though. They cannot sign people up, but they have the option that they can upgrade to a wholesale advocate wholesale advocate account if they choose to start sharing. So great thing. They don't have to have a social security number. They're not under the same obligations and restrictions that those of us that are wellness advocates are, because of free trade and the FDA and all that fun stuff. So nothing's really changed on that. It's a great way to have that conversation a little bit earlier. So Elaine asked, do they have to wait 90 days before they can build? No, they can actually upgrade their account at any time, but, and this is a big but, let's say I enrolled you, Elaine, as a wholesale customer, and 30 days in, you're like, oh my gosh, I love these oils, Nicole. I want to change. I want to sell. I need to do this as a business. Now, since it's been 30 days, I can't move you again. You can upgrade, and the upgrade is just like a click in the back office, like adding your social security number. You can upgrade, but I can't move you again. If I say, Elaine, you know what? I know you're super excited. Let's keep learning. Let's keep sampling some people, and then we're going to kick your business off in 2 months. Then if you upgrade after that 90 days, I get to move you again. So as you know, as you're signing people up, keep that in mind. If they upgrade after the 90 days, you get a second move to place them in your organization. If it's before then, you can't move them again. You still get your 14-day move, but if they say, hey, I want to do this as a business, you get a second chance to move them if it's after the 90 days. So that's what the 90 days rule is there. Okay. Upcoming events. Guys, post-convention tours. Check for cities near you. Go to doTERRA.com and go to Our Advocates, and then go to, what do you go to after that? Hold on. Let me get this small real quick. Give me 1 second because I want to tell you the right place to go. Okay, if you go to doTERRA.com and then Our Advocates, and then there's a little section there called events. Just go to Fall Tour 2016, and you'll be able to see what's going on in your area. Okay, leadership, guys. This is for silvers and above, and you have to reach the rank of silver or above between September and January to qualify for these. The one in Orlando is the end of February, so it's like February 28th, March 1st and 2nd, I think, something like that. And then in Long Beach, California is March 13th, 14th, and 15th. So those are the leadership conventions. Guys, if you're in any, leadership is the place to be. It really is. It is amazing, and you learn so much. It's all about business and improving your mindset and becoming the best version of yourself that you can be. It really is just like top notch. Love leadership. So try your best to be there. It is phenomenal. And then convention next year is going to be a little bit earlier, September 6th through the 9th, again in Salt Lake City. So lots of fun things coming up. Please make sure you're connected with me. All my social media connects are on NicoleRVincent.com. And please, if we're not friends on Facebook, send me a friend request, give me a like, and follow me on Periscope, Twitter, and Instagram. So thank you so much for joining me. This will be uploaded and will be on my YouTube channel shortly, hopefully later today, but I'm going to try and go to the chiropractor because my back's a little funky. Like, if you haven't noticed, I'm sitting a little funny. But hey, I'm still smiling. It's all good. So thank you so much for joining me, and go out and share this with someone you know. Somebody that you know needs some part of this information. Go and share it today. Be the one in that person's life. Bye, guys.